Okay, it's Chinese kit time. Not all of China is shut down for the virus, so they are still shipping things out, and they came in a reasonable time. So this is a pretty extensive kit, and let me show you what it is. It is a calculator, DIY calculator. It says multi-purpose calculator counter kit with acrylic case, blue LCD, and lots of switches, some acrylic parts for the case. The interesting thing is, you're not going to be able to read these, but it does multiplication, subtraction, negative numbers, division. It does hexadecimal conversions, that's kind of cool. And then a calculation of 5-ring resistances, and a calculation of 4-ring resistances, calculation of LED diode current limiting resistance, square roots. So anyway, it's kind of weird. It's a calculator that has some electrical resistant color code type stuff in it, whatever. So let's get it onto a tray. Nice. Let's see. X-Acto knife. It's like the mechanical parts. Oh, must have the virus. Let's see. Got some instructions. We'll look at those. PC board. Looks like a fine PC board. Looks feels like FR4. Some keypads, switches. Oh no, this is the display, switches, screws. Ooh, goodness. I do have allergies. I do not have the virus. Looks like a microprocessor. Take a look at that. Yeah. So let's see what the instructions say. There is a schematic. It is, the IC is called a 1AP15W413AS. Don't know what that is. And so this is the instructions on actually how to make it work. We'll have to scan the QR code here to get the assembly instructions, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing else here. And then we get this one little piece of paper for the switches. I guess we'll cut those out and put them in these little clear covers for the switches. So yeah, so let's scan the QR code here and see what that says. QR code reader. Continue. Oh no. Get rid of this. Yes. Cancel that. Makes me want to buy an upgrade. I do not want an upgrade. There we go. And it comes over to calculator installation and instructions. So it's giving us instructions on where to load things and what values to load. Different transistors. How to do the keys. So very nice instructions here. It's all just pictures. Battery. Nothing comes with batteries anymore. I guess shipping has cracked down on them. Shipping batteries out. Although I did get something in the mail yesterday. I got a little thing and it came with a couple AAA batteries. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just being cheap. Anyway, looks like very detailed, long instructions on putting this thing together. Oh, there's some words here. The schematic again. PCB layout. Yeah, looks pretty nice. So let's get to it. Step 1. 10K resistors. Okay. We'll need this. And let me shift the camera here. The camera's right in front of me, so I can't do any work, so I'll shift it over. I think that'll work. It says 10K resistors, and they are marked on the PC board as well, so might not need to refer to the instructions very much. These are tiny, tiny little. So smells. You need parts I've seen. Bend those over. Into it. Turn upside down. Oh, it's on. Just let go. Sorry. There's one case. There's one case. That's one and what's in there? There's a couple left. 350 on resistors. And the other is. Nope. I got one of those guys. There's a 104 faster. Got one of those. Right. There we go. What's next? There's a one in 4148. Diode. Actually, two of those. Over here. 4148 and the one in 914. They're interchangeable. There goes common. Diodes that you can see. Some switching diodes. The glass packages. Glass packages. That's interesting. Yeah, glass. These ones are clear. Clear color. Let's see, there's a dark black. With a glass. Why glass packages are preferred, but it's better. Usually they don't package on these though. Okay, that's the test. It's like I want you to load the battery. Battery over here. So I'm just like two batteries with this. Since you power on. Over. Yeah, let's cancel this. We'll hold this underneath. Oh, like, use extra finger here. Hold this. Right? That's right. Just go to the sides. It's okay. Yeah, another one. Right. Two batteries now. Stick out. Oh. And suck. So the I see. Okay, where does I see? Alright. Is it 28 pins, something like that? What's the two corners cross into it? And holds it in place. We'll do the rest. That's nice. Now we got all the transistors. Should put the on. I have the last reasons. This one is 7550. That goes here. Sorry, man. Next one is a 8550. That's here. And GM13. And it is. Next, it says, what do I see? No, what do I see? Other here. Let's see, this is okay. Alright, then 6 hands. Shows a square board. Sorry. Let's play a bunch. Roll your lines. G2. We have enough to not this. Okay. And actually switches, lots of switches. Oh. Hopefully these will stay on the keyboards on. Do it on there. Oh, please read it. Alright. It's okay. Oh, not that push outside. Make sure you see it. Oh, we'll start. Here. Let's start this. Alright, there's in. So maybe we'll push on the button. Ready? They're not seated. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Oh, what's on that? What's on that? What's on here? There. So I've just got 5 different places to do it. Oh, Well, this camera's quite frustrating. It cuts out. I don't know why it cuts out. I just decided to stop. I have done one black key here, and I didn't get that videoed, so I will show you once again a key. Go over here. So we've got these little printed out things, and use your scissor skills and cut these apart. So these little paper things will go under a clear keycap, but not before we put on a blue keycap. So there's a blue, solid blue that goes on. So we'll take the clear and we'll put in the label, which is the equal sign, and we'll shove in the blue. So there we have a little key that says B equals, and B equals is over here. That's this one here. Uh-oh. There we go. That snapped on pretty hard. Ooh. So these keys do wiggle around a bit, but they work. So that's how you do a key, and I'll do all the rest of them off camera and come back. Alright, we've got keys. Let's see how they look. So we've got 1 through 9, 0 through 9, and A, B, C, D, E, F for hexadecimal. And then we've got violet, gray, white, gold, yellow, green, blue, silver, brown, red, orange, none, and black. So those are for the color codes for the LEDs, or the LEDs, the resistors. Square root and a flip-floppy thing, I don't know why that is. Backspace and a mode key. Okay, maybe the mode key and the up arrows or down arrows or something like that. So, anyway, what is next? Next is to install the microprocessor, which has a very badly bent pin, which I will straighten. Not quite straight. There we go. Pin 1. Right. And we need the batteries and the display. Take a look at the display. It's in a package here. Normal looking display. We do have to put on a header so we can hook it up to the connector on the board. Let's see if we can't solder that. Okay. Solder iron is timed out. I have my soldering iron on a 30-minute timer so I don't inadvertently leave it on all night. Don't ask me why I know that. Okay. As straight as, oh, darn it. fill out the bottom. And now I've got solder in the hole. Oh, damn it. Let's keep a solder sucker handy. Yeah. Try again. I'm getting tired. I need lunch. Maybe I'll stop here and go have some lunch and come back. Looks pretty good, but I need to get it straight with the board. That looks reasonable. I think that'll be alright. Back is starting to hurt too, leaning over the uh-oh. This is not working. Oh, shoot. The pin that I soldered in is at the right depth, but all the other ones are off, so let me fix that up. Let me go eat lunch first. I'll come back. Alright, lunch was good. Had some leftover pasta. Got the long connector attached so we can put it on our board here. It does stick up quite a ways, but I suppose that's for the case parts and everything to fit, which is what we'll do next, is put the case on. So we have a lot of plexiglass parts here for the case, and I guess the first thing we'll do is try to take the protective paper off, which is not always easy, especially when the plexiglass gets really old. It doesn't want to come off very easily. This doesn't seem too old. Getting that first Can you see me doing this? Oh, I'm kind of off camera. Okay. Use an X-Acto blade to get underneath the paper. Get it started. There we go. Alright, there's one piece. And last. You know, there's a trick that I should try. Let me go get something and see if that trick works. Okay, see if this works. I've got some sticky tape here. Happens to be copper tape, that doesn't matter. Stick it on. Nope, doesn't work. Sometimes if you have, this is not adhesive won't stick to this stuff. But if you have a piece of tape, you can stick it on and then pull it off. Probably work on something like this, where there's a protective cover. You can stick it on there and then it'll peel it. Yeah, see, that worked great. So if the tape will stick to it, then it works good. Otherwise, you're stuck trying to gouge underneath it. I don't know of any other good way to do it. Maybe somebody else has an idea. Right. Right, the clear piece off. Oh, there. No, it's not clear. Black. Yeah, it's black. Alright. Just like those guys around there. This way. Good. Alright, this one. Alright, let's see. Got some pieces here. Just kind of dry fitting it. Seeing how it all goes together. I guess this goes at the bottom. Okay. And then this must go over the keys. Easier said than done. They're kind of a tight fit. There we go. Oh, that's very nice. So now the keys don't wiggle around because they're kind of a tight fit to the mechanical piece here. And then I guess that's why these leads are long. I guess it goes kind of bent here. And there's a I don't know how this works. I guess it sort of works like that. Okay, so I think the first thing to do is figure out what screws go where and how it all holds together. I guess first thing to do is attach the PC board to the bottom piece, which has some holes in it. And I'm looking at the instructions, which aren't totally helpful, but oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Let's open this package up. Okay, so the first thing is screw. Can't see this on the camera yet. Screw and spacer. Oh, different types of spacers. Use that spacer. Put the PC board on. And then a little tiny screw, or a little tiny nut. And this is Phillips, so again I need 6 hands. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's go for another one. Okay. Oh gosh. Oops. Well, I don't know if I'm using the right spacers. I don't think I am. I think I'm supposed to use the short spacers. Ah. Okay. Redo. There's some kind of milky translucent parts that are some long spacers, and then there's some clear spacers which are about half the thickness. So I think, according to the picture, they're using the short spacers. So I guess that's the thing to do. Oh, but now I need 6 hands again. Oh man, let me get a hemostat. Oops, sorry for the camera. So if you're trying to hold a screw, I put it in a hemostat, lock it down, so now I can hold it. That works a little bit better. Still needs 6 hands. There we go. That worked out okay. Alright, let me put in the screws and keep going from there. There's these long screws that kind of clamp the top to the bottom. Oops, just turned it on. It does seem to work. Well, since it just turned on, I can clear it. Can you see that? 1, 2 times 5 equals 60. So, kind of a goofy calculator, but I'll shoot you a different video on all of the uses for this thing. This is kind of the build video. Alright, so now I need to do the trick here. I guess this one needs to come out. Let me attach this in. Okay. Here, what screws use that? That's kind of easy. So that's what we're going to use the white spacers for. And I want the top part, top, and bottom. Okay. Make the top. Yeah, the white part goes on here. So let's go with that. And now I've lost my spacer forever. Okay. Let's spacer on this one. You gotta need 6 hands? Jeez. That's hard to easy. Alright, so I did drop that white spacer on the floor, so it's probably gone forever. Unless I happen to just see it. So let me see if I can find one. Alright, I got all the screws in. And last thing to do is put some little rubber bumpers on the bottom. Peel these off. And I guess in the four corners. Actual 3M bumpers, what it says. Very nice. Because there are some screws that stick out the bottom, so the bumpers keep that from interfering. Alright, let's move the camera over here for a nice final shot. Turn it on. And it works. I don't know how long these batteries are going to last. They're two, uh-oh. That didn't turn on. Oh no. The connector is barely long enough to make connections, so it might be not making a good connection. And I can see that, but there's a very, very long connection that's needed. And I might have these soldered just a little too far in. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Worked. Shoo! Alright. So, 123 times 2 equals 246. Let's see. Clear. 2 square root equals 144. 1.414. That's kind of cute. What else does it do? Let's see, we can do 20. Let's see, clear. 22 divided by 7. 3.14. Okay, so it does act as a calculator, although not great. But it does have these other functions, so I'll shoot another video on the other functions, the hexadecimal functions, and the most interesting thing is the resistor color code. I have no idea how that works, so I will read the manual, I will get it to be an expert, and then I'll shoot the other video and we'll see what else this thing can do. Anyway, it was a fun build. It's very fiddly mechanically. Electrically, it's great. It does come with schematics. It comes with a great assembly guide online. Read the QR code. It isn't the cheapest thing. It's like $12, but it's well made. Everything fits pretty good, except for that long connection. That's a bit funky, but the keys feel good. Yeah, recommended build.